Hi there and welcome to this final video in the 7-video series on business growth and marketing secrets. My name is Rob McNichol and today we're going to cover off the fourth of those business growth levers. Now remember, lever number 1 was leads, lever number 2 was conversions, lever number 3 was margins, and lever number 4, which we're going to cover today, is buyer frequency. So let's get right on with it. So buyer frequency, how do we get our customers to buy from us more frequently? Well, there are a couple of strategies and systems that you can employ to do that, and I'm going to cover 2 of those today. The first one is continuity. A couple of examples of continuity programs are the piece model, for want of a better phrase, in the magazine industry, whereby at Christmas you'll see an advert for a magazine which has part 1 of a steam train set, and you have to keep buying it month and month and month to slowly build up your steam train, and eventually you could be buying it for the next 5 years in order to build up this thing, but every month you're buying it, which provides continuity to the magazine provider. And actually, magazine as a subscription service is also a continuity program, because every month you're continuing to buy that magazine. Similarly speaking, going back to Beachbody, who we talked about in the first video in this series, they have something called Beachbody On Demand, which they launched. Initially they sold the physical products, their DVDs, but they switched to an online model, a subscription model, where you pay, I think it's £20, $20 a month, and you have access to all their programs as long as you make your monthly payments. So again, monthly consistent payments. And it's a great model, continuity, because it means you have a very predictable flow of income coming in. Now you do have things like churn, people dropping out, which you have to manage and keep an eye on, but essentially it is a great model to have in place. The key thing is to think about how you can apply that in your business. So for example, if you're in the supplement industry, perhaps you could provide monthly supplements at a slight discount. So if they choose to go on your monthly program, rather than paying £30 a month for the supplements they want, they pay £25 a month or £26, but they get them month in, month out, and it increases the frequency with very little drop in your actual revenue. You could apply this to almost any industry. You just have to be a bit creative about how you think about it. Now, the second way to get people to buy more frequently is communication, and having regular communications with your customers, and within those communications themselves, also looking to sell directly to your customers or encourage them to come and buy from you. The great thing is that these days, communication channels are actually relatively inexpensive, certainly with the advent of email and also with SMS and different messenger apps that are out there as well. But let's focus on email as a general starting point. Now, with the email, the question I get most often asked by my clients is, Rob, how often should I be emailing my customers? And my answer to that is, how often can you email them really and not hack them off? For example, I email my customers and potential customers almost every day, because I'm providing value, and actually what I'm doing with every email I send is actually giving them something useful. And yes, I will ask them to buy. When I send these emails out, I will suggest they come and join me on one of my webinars, or I will ask them if they want to become a consulting client of mine. I've got no problems with that, because I'm providing value, and I believe that I'm providing a fantastic service with what I do. And I'm sure that what you're doing is providing a fantastic product or service to your end customers. So there's nothing wrong with communicating with them really, really frequently. But just make sure when you do, you're not just doing pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch. Just provide value. Just do something that's useful. Going back to the supplements example, you could provide daily tips on different supplements that people could take and how they could be taken, and different exercises and other things, and nutritional facts that could be really, really helpful. And there's nothing wrong at the end of each one saying, if you've enjoyed this and want this supplement or want some more information, just pop along here and buy this supplement. And it can be applied to any business. You just have to be a bit creative and think outside the box. So those are the 2 of the main systems that are there for getting increase in frequency of purchase from your customers. Number 1, getting some kind of continuity program in place, and number 2, having a really good communication strategy in place where you're communicating regularly with your customers. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed doing this video series again, and next week we're going to be moving on to marketing foundations, and these are some of the things that you have to get right in order to really make sure that everything else in your marketing goes smoothly. So I will see you, well, it'll be tomorrow on the next video, which will be the start of that. So take care and see you then.